When I say walk away, I'm not talking about running from your problems or abandoning your responsibilities. No, I am talking about something far more profound. I am talking about the courage to recognize what's no longer serving you, the strength to let go of what's limiting you, and the wisdom to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Each one of us was born with a unique purpose, a divine destiny that's encoded in our very DNA. But too often, we allow ourselves to be defined by our past, constrained by our fears, or limited by the expectations of others. We cling to situations, relationships, or beliefs that no longer align with our highest good, simply because they are familiar, comfortable, or expected. Comfort is overrated. Comfort does not lead to growth. Comfort does not lead to greatness. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It's in the realm of discomfort, in the space of the unknown, that we discover our true strength, our true potential. A seed does not become a mighty oak by remaining in its comfortable shell. It has to break free, push through the soil, face the elements. It's through that struggle, that process of breaking free from what confines it, that the seed realizes its true potential. You are that seed. And within you lies the potential for greatness beyond your wildest dreams. But to realize that potential, you must be willing to break free from anything that's holding you back. This is the story of Maya, a brilliant young woman who found herself trapped in a gilded cage of her own making. Maya had always been a high achiever. From a young age, she excelled in academics, sports, and extracurricular activities. She was the pride of her family, the star student in her school. Everyone had high expectations for Maya. And she never disappointed. She got into a prestigious university, graduated with honors, and landed a high-paying job at a multinational corporation right out of college. On the surface, Maya's life seemed perfect. She had the career, the salary, the respect of her peers and family. She was living the dream that society had told her she should aspire to. But inside, Maya felt empty. Despite her success, she felt unfulfilled, restless, like something vital was missing from her life. Maya had a passion that she had never pursued since childhood. She had been fascinated by marine life. She dreamed of studying the oceans, of making discoveries that could help protect our planet's fragile ecosystems. But she had pushed that dream aside, convinced that it wasn't practical, that it wouldn't provide the security and status that her current career offered. For years, Maya lived with this internal conflict. She excelled at her job, climbed the corporate ladder. But each promotion, each pay raise, left her feeling more empty than before. She was succeeding by every external measure, but failing miserably at the most important thing, being true to herself. The turning point came on Maya's 30th birthday, as she blew out the candles on her cake. Surrounded by colleagues at yet another corporate function, she made a wish. For the first time in years, she allowed herself to voice her true desire to study marine biology, to work in ocean conservation. That wish was like a spark in the darkness of Maya's soul. It ignited a fire that had long been dormant. For the next few months, Maya couldn't shake the feeling that she needed to make a change. She started researching marine biology programs, reading about ocean conservation efforts. The more she learned, the more alive she felt. But making the leap wasn't easy. Maya was terrified of disappointing her family, of giving up her secure job, of starting over in a new field. She was afraid of failure, afraid of the unknown. These fears held her back, kept her trapped in a life that no longer fit who she truly was. Until one day, Maya had an epiphany. She realized that the biggest risk wasn't in pursuing her dream. It was in not pursuing it. The real failure wouldn't be in trying and potentially stumbling. It would be in never trying at all. She understood that by clinging to a comfortable, successful, but unfulfilling life, she was holding herself back from her true potential, her true purpose. With this realization, Maya found the courage to walk away. She resigned from her job, enrolled in a marine biology program, and for the first time in years, felt truly alive. The journey wasn't easy. There were moments of doubt, financial struggles, and challenges she had never faced before. But even on the hardest days, Maya felt a sense of purpose and fulfillment that had been missing from her life for so long. Today, Maya is a respected marine biologist working on groundbreaking research to protect our oceans. She's not just successful, she's fulfilled. She's not just making a living, she's living her purpose. Sometimes, walking away from what's holding you back means walking away from what looks like success on the outside. It means having the courage to disappoint others' expectations to live up to your own. It means being willing to trade comfort for purpose, security for passion. I can almost hear some of you thinking, that's all well and good, but I can't just quit my job and follow my passion. I have responsibilities, bills to pay, people depending on me. And you are right. Walking away does not always mean making drastic changes overnight. Sometimes it's a gradual process. Sometimes means making small steps towards your true path while still meeting your current responsibilities. The key is to stop, to make the decision that you will no longer allow anything to hold you back from becoming the person you are meant to be. To commit to aligning your life with your true purpose, even if that alignment happens step by step, day by day. So how do we do this? How do we cultivate the courage, the wisdom, the strength to walk away from what's holding us back? Let me share with you some principles that can guide you on this journey. First and foremost, you must know yourself. This might sound simple, but true self-knowledge is rare. Many of us go through life defining ourselves by our roles, our achievements, our possessions. We say, I am a doctor, or I am a parent, or I am a homeowner. But these are things we do or have, not who we are at our core. Knowing yourself means understanding your values, what truly matters to you, not what you have been told should matter. It means recognizing your passions, what makes you come alive, what you would do even if you weren't paid for it. It means acknowledging your strengths, the gifts and talents that come naturally to you. But self-knowledge also means facing your fears, your insecurities, your limiting beliefs. It means being honest about the ways you have been holding yourself back. Because often, the thing holding us back is not external, it's internal. It's our own fears, our own self-doubt, our own limiting beliefs about what we are capable of. Gaining this self-knowledge requires introspection. It requires quiet time for reflection, for asking yourself hard questions. Who am I really? What do I truly want? What am I afraid of? What beliefs do I hold that might be limiting me? One powerful way to gain self-knowledge is through journaling. Spend time each day writing down your thoughts, your feelings, your dreams, your fears. Over time, patterns will emerge. You will start to see more clearly what truly matters to you, what's been holding you back, and what changes you need to make. Another powerful tool for self-knowledge is meditation. In the quiet of meditation, when the constant chatter of your mind starts to settle, you can access deeper truths about yourself. You can become aware of thoughts and feelings that you might normally ignore or suppress. As you gain this self-knowledge, you will be better equipped to identify what's truly holding you back. You will be able to distinguish between the external obstacles and the internal ones. And you'll be better prepared to walk away from anything that's no longer serving your highest good. The second principle is this: embrace change. You see, the only constant in life is change. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace. And if we are not growing, we are dying. If we are not adapting, we are becoming obsolete. Many of us fear change. We cling to the familiar when it no longer serves us because it feels safe. But here's the truth. There is no growth in the comfort zone and no comfort in the growth zone. Embracing change means being willing to let go of who you are to become who you are meant to be. It means being open to new ideas, new experiences, new ways of thinking and being. It means understanding that discomfort is not your enemy, it's the price of growth. For a caterpillar to become a butterfly, it must go through a process of complete transformation. It must literally break down its old form entirely before it can emerge in its new, beautiful form. This process is not comfortable. It's not easy, but it's necessary for the caterpillar to fulfill its true potential. You are that caterpillar. And within you lies the potential to become a magnificent butterfly. But to do so, you must be willing to let go of your old form. You must be willing to go through the discomfort of transformation. This might mean letting go of old habits that no longer serve you. It might mean walking away from relationships that hold you back. It might mean leaving a job that stifles your growth. Whatever it is, embracing change requires courage. It requires faith in yourself, faith in your ability to adapt and grow, faith that on the other side of change lies something better. The third principle is this: take responsibility for your life. You see, you are blaming others for your circumstances. You are giving away your power. You are saying, I am a victim. I have no control over my life. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your decisions. Yes, you may have faced challenges, setbacks, unfairness, but you always have the power to choose how you respond to what life throws at you. Taking responsibility means stop saying, I can't, and start asking, how can I? It means stop complaining about what's wrong and focusing on what you can do to make it right. It means understanding that while you can't always control what happens to you, you can always control how you respond. When you take full responsibility for your life, you reclaim your power. You move from being a passive victim to being the active author of your life story. And from that place of power, you can make the decision to walk away from anything that's holding you back. This principle of taking responsibility is crucial when it comes to walking away from what's holding you back. Because often, what's holding us back are our own excuses, our own justifications for staying stuck. We say things like, I can't quit my job because I have bills to pay. Or I can't end this relationship because I am afraid of being alone. Or I can't pursue my dreams because I am too old, too young, not educated enough. But when you take responsibility, you stop making excuses and start finding solutions. You ask yourself, if I really wanted to make this change, how could I do it? You start to see possibilities where before you only saw obstacles. The fourth principle is this: cultivate a growth mindset. This concept, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, is about believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. People with a fixed mindset believe their basic qualities, like their intelligence or talent, are simply fixed traits. They spend their time documenting their intelligence or talent instead of developing them. They also believe that talent alone creates success without effort. People with a growth mindset, on the other hand, believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work brains, and talent are just the starting point. This view creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. Cultivating a growth mindset is crucial when it comes to walking away from what's holding you back, because often what holds us back is our belief that we can't change, that we are not capable of learning new skills or adapting to new situations. With a growth mindset, you see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. You are not afraid of failure because you know that failure is just feedback, a chance to learn and improve. You are willing to step out of your comfort zone because you know that's where growth happens. The fifth principle is this: surround yourself with the right people. You have probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. There's profound truth in this. The people we surround ourselves with shape our thoughts, our beliefs, our aspirations. They can lift us up or pull us down. They can encourage us to pursue our dreams or convince us to play it safe. Walking away from what's holding you back often means walking away from relationships that no longer serve you. This does not mean abandoning everyone at the first sign of conflict, but it does mean being intentional about who you allow into your inner circle. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to be better, who support your dreams. Seek out mentors who have walked the path you want to walk. Build relationships with people who are where you want to be. Sometimes, the people holding you back are the ones closest to you. Sometimes family members or longtime friends, out of their own fear or limited thinking, try to keep you small. Love them, but don't let limitations become your limitations. The sixth principle is this. Embrace failure as a teacher. You see, many of us stay stuck because we are afraid of failing. We cling to the familiar, even when it's unfulfilling, because we are afraid of trying something new and not succeeding. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every innovation was preceded by numerous failures. Thomas Edison, when asked about his many failed attempts to create the light bulb, said, "I have not failed. I have just found 10.000 that won't work." That's the mindset of a winner. That's the mindset of someone who understands that failure is not a dead end, but a detour on the road to success. When you embrace failure as a teacher, you free yourself from the paralysis of perfectionism. You give yourself permission to try, to experiment, to grow. You understand that every failure is simply feedback, guiding you towards what does work. This mindset is crucial when it comes to walking away from what's holding you back. Because often what holds us back is the fear of failure. We stay in unfulfilling jobs, unsatisfying relationships, or limiting situations because we are afraid of failing if we try something new. But when you embrace failure as a teacher, you realize that there's no such thing as true failure as long as you are learning and growing. You understand that every setback is setting you up for a comeback. You see, failure is not as evidence of your inadequacy, but as stepping stones on your path to success. The seventh principle is this: practice gratitude. Now you might be wondering, what does gratitude have to do with walking away from what's holding me back? The answer is everything. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It helps you recognize the abundance in your life, even as you strive for more. This is crucial because often what holds us back is a mindset of scarcity, a belief that there's not enough to go around, that if we let go of what we have, even if it's not serving us, we might end up with nothing. Practicing gratitude does not mean you become complacent or stop striving for more. Instead, it gives you a solid foundation from which to grow. It helps you approach change from a place of abundance rather than fear. Moreover, gratitude can help you recognize the lessons and blessings in every experience, even the challenging ones. When you are grateful, you are better able to see how even the difficulties in your life have shaped you, strengthened you, prepared you for your next step. Start each day by listing 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a beautiful sunrise, or a kind word from a friend. Over time, you will find that this practice shifts your entire perspective. You will start to see opportunities where before you only saw obstacles. You will find the courage to walk away from what's holding you back because you will trust that something better awaits you. The 8th principle is this: take action. You see, all the knowledge, all the self-awareness, all the positive thinking in the world won't make a difference if you don't take action. Walking away from what's holding you back requires more than just realizing what's holding you back. It requires doing something about it. This does not mean you have to make drastic changes overnight. Sometimes walking away is a process. It starts with small steps, small changes that build momentum over time. Maybe it's having a difficult conversation you have been avoiding. Maybe it's signing up for a class to learn a new skill. Maybe it's updating your resume or reaching out to a potential mentor. Whatever it is, the key is to start, to take that first step, no matter how small it might seem. Because every journey, no matter how long or challenging, begins with a single step. And often it's that first step that's the hardest. It's in that moment of decision, that moment of action, that you begin to reclaim your power, to take control of your life's direction. Remember, action breeds clarity. You don't need to have everything figured out before you start. In fact, it's often through taking action that you gain the clarity you seek. As you start moving, as you start making changes, you will learn more about yourself, about what you truly want, about what's truly holding you back. Action also builds confidence. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. It's proof that you are capable of change, that you are not defined by your past or limited by your current circumstances. This confidence then fuels further action, creating a positive cycle of growth and transformation. Moreover, action creates momentum. It's like pushing a boulder down a hill at first. It might take all your strength just to get it moving. But once it starts rolling, it builds its own momentum. The same is true in life. Those first steps might feel difficult, even painful. But as you keep moving, as you build momentum, you will find that change becomes easier. That walking away from what's holding you back becomes more natural. As you take action, as you start walking away from what's holding you back, it's important to remember that this journey is not always linear. There will be setbacks. There will be moments of doubt. There will be times when you feel like you are taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. In these moments, it's crucial to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Understand that setbacks are not failures. They are part of the process. They are opportunities to learn, to adjust your course, to strengthen your resolve. It's also important to celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Did you have that difficult conversation you have been avoiding? Celebrate that. Did you say no to an opportunity that didn't align with your values? That's worth celebrating too. Each of these moments, these small victories, are steps on your journey of walking away from what's holding you back. You will likely find that walking away from what's holding you back is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. As you grow, as you evolve, you will continually need to reassess what's serving you and what's holding you back. What once propelled you forward might now be keeping you stuck. What once felt like a dream might now feel like a limitation. This ongoing process of assessment and action is what keeps you growing, what keeps you aligned with your true self and your highest potential. It's what allows you to continually shed the layers that no longer serve you, to continually step into new versions of yourself. Talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to walking away from what's holding you back. The power of patience. In our fast-paced world, we often expect instant results. We want change to happen overnight, but real, lasting change takes time. How a tree grows. It does not shoot up to its full height overnight. It grows slowly, steadily, over years and decades. But with each passing season, it grows stronger. Its roots go deeper. Its branches reach higher. You are like that tree. Your growth, your transformation happens over time. It happens through consistent, patient effort, through daily choices to walk away from what's holding you back and towards what serves your highest good. This patience is not passive. It's not about sitting back and waiting for change to happen. It's about continuing to take action, continuing to make choices aligned with your true self, even when you can't yet see the results. It's about trusting the process, trusting that each small step is adding up to significant change. Your intuition is like an internal compass, guiding you towards what's right for you. Often, deep down, we know what's holding us back. We know when a job, a relationship, a belief no longer serves us, but we ignore that inner voice, we rationalize, we make excuses. Learning to listen to and trust your intuition takes practice. It requires quieting the external noise, the shoulds and shouldn'ts that society imposes on us. It requires tuning into your own inner wisdom. Meditation can be a powerful tool for developing this skill. So can spending time in nature, journaling, or any practice that helps you connect with your inner self. As you walk away from what's holding you back, you will likely find that your perception of yourself and the world around you begins to shift. Things that once seemed impossible start to feel possible. Limitations that once felt fixed start to dissolve. You start to see opportunities where before you only saw obstacles. This shift in perception is powerful. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses and suddenly seeing the world in vivid color where before everything was in shades of gray. This new perception fuels further growth, further transformation. It encourages you to dream bigger, to reach higher, to walk away from even more of what's holding you back. Remember that walking away from what's holding you back is not just about what you leave behind. It's also about what you are walking towards. It's about creating space in your life for what truly matters to you. It's about aligning your life with your values, your passions, your purpose. So as you identify what's holding you back, also take time to clarify what you are moving towards. What kind of life do you want to create? What impact do you want to have on the world? What legacy do you want to leave? Let these visions pull you forward. Motivate you to keep walking away from anything that does not align with this greater vision for your life. Remember, 2, that walking away from what's holding you back does not mean walking away from everything or everyone in your life. It's about discernment. It's about consciously choosing what to keep and what to let go of. Some relationships might need to end, but others might just need to be redefined. Some aspects of your life might need to be completely overhauled, while others might just need some fine-tuning. The key is to approach this process with intention and awareness. To continually ask yourself, is this serving my highest good? Is this aligned with who I want to be and the life I want to create? If the answer is no, then it's time to walk away, to let go, to create space for something better. Walking away from what's holding you back is not just about personal growth or self-improvement. It's about stepping into your power, claiming your right to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. It's about honoring the unique gifts you bring to this world. When you walk away from what's holding you back, when you align your life with your true self and your highest potential, you are not just serving yourself. You are serving the world, because the world needs you. The real you, the authentic you, the you that emerges when you shed all the layers that have been holding you back. The world needs your unique perspective, your unique gifts, your unique contribution. And you can only offer this fully when you are not held back, when you are living in alignment with your true self. Take a hard look at your life. What's holding you back? What do you need to walk away from? It might be a job that stifles your creativity. It might be a relationship that diminishes your self-worth. It might be a belief that limits your potential. Whatever it is, have the courage to walk away from it. Remember Maya's story. Remember how she walked away from a life that looked successful on the outside but left her feeling empty inside. Remember how that act of courage led her to a life of true fulfillment, a life where she's not just successful, but also deeply satisfied, deeply aligned with her purpose. Your story can be like Maya's. Your courage can be like hers. Your transformation can be just as profound. I remember the principles we have discussed. Know yourself. Embrace change. Take responsibility for your life. Cultivate a growth mindset. Surround yourself with the right people. Embrace failure as a teacher. Practice gratitude. Take action. Be patient. Listen to your intuition. And always keep your eyes on what you are walking towards, not just what you are walking away from. Remember, this journey is not about becoming a new person. It's about shedding the layers that aren't really you so that your true self can emerge. It's about removing the limitations, the fears, the doubts that have been holding you back so that you can step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. And know this, you have everything you need within you to make this journey. You have the strength, the courage, the wisdom. It's all there, waiting to be accessed, waiting to be expressed. So go forth from here with courage and conviction. Walk away from anything and everything that's holding you back. Step into your power, into your purpose, into the life you're born to live. The world is waiting for you, the real you, the authentic you, the you that emerges when you are no longer held back. Your journey starts now. Take that first step. And then the next. and the next. Keep walking. Keep growing. Keep evolving. The path may not always be easy, but I promise you, it will be worth it. Because on the other side of walking away from what's holding you back is everything you have ever dreamed of. Everything you are meant to be. Everything the world needs you to become. So walk on, my friends. Walk towards your dreams, your purpose, your highest self. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today. Take it now. Your future self will thank you. The world will thank you. Now go and become all that you are meant to be.